With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and show. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shad's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money he earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to go, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once clicked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight our sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals a slow machine. He's snorting, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if battery fun is shy, can't to see if hours make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a bike, pretending they're for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of Collis Cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react, but isn't actor as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teacher's nearly over and a win is in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for us today, Thursday, 26th of January 2023. A shorter version of Bingo, because Phil is doing his Ask the King, it's like, you know, bi-monthly Ask the King thing, like every 2 months or so. Phil does Ask the King, and that involves him doing the stream later than usual. So as you can see, Phil says here, he's just using a little boy's room, he'll be back very soon, so the stream's very alive. He lost a few members in his day off, he's down to 470, so he lost like 4 or 5 members. And yeah, this is going to be a smaller bingo card as well, because it's going to be a shorter podcast. This might not take too long at all. Let's just not waste any time though, because Phil might begin the show properly any fucking second, because there's no real set guaranteed start time when it comes to these things, you know what I mean? Because as I'm saying, Phil literally started the stream, he wasn't due to start the stream now and go live now, but he went live about 10 minutes early to have his pre-stream art run. So as you can say, there's no guarantee when Phil's going to begin properly. So let's just get set up properly and spin the wheel and see what's going to be the defining criteria for this smaller 3x3 bingo card today. It's a good point, Rummy. I'll say what that very soon. No, hold on. So Phil pointing at a text on the screen is going to be the defining criteria for picking today's card. Rummy, you're right usually, but in this case, when Phil begins recording for his Ask the King, which is a separate thing, the podcast is going to get recorded separately. So Phil's going to do his usual, Phil's going to do a shorter podcast, and then he'll stop recording for that, and he'll have a wee unrecorded bit in between, as he always does, and then he's going to start recording for his Ask the King. At that point, that is when Bingo ends today. So yeah, it's not gameplay specific, but when he starts recording for Ask the King, that is the end of the podcast Bingo, in my opinion. That's how we done it last time anyway. And yeah, points at text is the criteria for today's card. We're doing 3x3, as I said. Points. So, I need a number between 1 and 74. The first number in chat I see will be the card I pick for today's bingo. So no pressure or anything, but this is going to be a very important one, you know. It's 22 is the first number in sauce. Shallow with 22 is the first number I saw, so we're going to go with the 22nd bingo card, which contains Phil pointing at text, which is basically this one. So the one on the right hand side, the 23rd result is a 22nd bingo card. The right hand side card is today's bingo card. Phil pointing at text, him ignoring a troll tip, him saying no exaggeration, him having dead air, him saying something style, him saying goal, on demand, you know what I mean, and him drinking is the bingo card for today's show. There's no free space either because it's only 3x3. It's a tricky one, to be honest. But this is like 3x3 cards means it's a lot less variety. You know, there's only 25 different things on the card. There's only 9, so that's what I'm saying. There's only 74 different instances of Phil pointing at text, as you know, from all these. I've got 1,000 results still, 1,000 different bingo cards generated, and this is the one. Let's just make sure Phil's not live yet. No, he's not. This one on the right hand side is what we have got for today's bingo shenanigans, and it's got a chance. It has a chance, but I'm not feeling incredibly optimistic. Like, imagine if we got this card on the left-hand side. That would have been a fucking baller. That left-hand card looks fucking insane. But this was a 20-second bingo card, and so be it. We're sticking with our own rules. But yeah, that's the bingo card saved. Fantastic stuff. Let me just get the game all set up for you guys properly. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, this is going to be... Oh, Phil's back. Phil's back from his fucking little piss break. Yeah, this is going to be a normal sort of thing where if we get a full house in the bingo, it's still going to set the full prize. You guys will win full prize. Free spaces are still up for grabs as well. If Phil snorts 25 times, that's a free space. If he works 10 times, that's a free space, but it's a shorter podcast though. So it's going to be harder to hit those free spaces, but they're still up for grabs, they're still eligible. It's hard to know how to do these things when it's a shorter... we know it's about a short podcast. I don't want to try and change too much in terms of the rules because I don't want to fucking break the game or whatever, but yeah, and that's going to look a bit strange on the screen, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to have to mess with this a little bit. Bear with me, guys, while I stretch this bingo card thing out a wee bit. So I think if I do this... Give me a second, guys. I'll just mess about with the aesthetics of the stream. There we go, that's not too bad. So yeah, we are ready to go essentially. D-Dog says, happy to give my spot to charity. You mean if you win? That's very D-Dog. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, shall we? We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We need someone to win the fucking thing for us. So yeah, we're all ready to go essentially. So yeah, 100 likes for Phil before he starts recording for Ask the King equals a free space, and that's possible. Him getting a free space for likes is possible because Ask the King only happens once every 2 months or so, and he's already got 39 likes. 39 likes already for Phil on his dumbass fucking podcast, on his dumbass stream, waiting for it to go fucking live. So yeah, we're ready when Phil is essentially, you know what I mean, we're good to go whenever. Prophet says, when I win, donate it to Phil under dashes. No, I'm not. No, fuck. Prophet, no. I'm not giving fucking Phil a penny. God, no. Hell no. Under dashes name. That's some brilliant sabotage. Get it up, you dashy. Nah, what are you kidding on? I'm not doing that. Funny, but no. And by the way, guys, in case you didn't hear, Prophet's going to be a special guest on That Being Said this Sunday. I think it's Sunday. I'm pretty sure it's Sunday. The Sunday That Being Said show will be Prophet as a special guest, so make sure you don't miss that. Long overdue in my opinion. But yeah, speaking of That Being Said, that was a very fun stream. I don't know if you guys caught the That Being Said stream the other night, but that was a good fucking laugh. Even I was on it. I had a wee song feature on the stream, and it seemed to go down quite well, so yeah, that was a lot of fun. Francisco Ramos Magia says, is he coming out as badder as at Rocket League on That Being Said? I mean, I think Prophet has never claimed to be good at Rocket League. I don't think he's ever played the fucking game. Prophet's the kind of, you know, he's the kind of guy that doesn't play Rocket League. He plays World of Warcraft and all that, you know, and things like that, and Warzone as well. He's not I don't think Prophet's into the sports games. So it's understandable that Prophet's not that good at Rocket League, you know. I'll give him a free pass on that. Christ, man. But yeah, that was a great fucking show last night, from That Being Said, as I'm saying. So make sure you catch it on demand, That Being Said, if you weren't there for a live show. And okay, we're just waiting for Phil to go live. I mean, he could literally go live any fucking second. Let me explore his channel. Because he has a special video. He had a special video he uploaded. 1.6k views for Phil's special day off video. The glitchiest game ever. The most lag-filled Warzone 2.0 match he's ever seen. Doesn't really do that fucking well. I think Phil was hoping for it to go a bit more viral. What about his shorts? How's his fucking shorts doing? 3.2k views, 2.4k views, 2.65k for You'll Never See It Coming. 6.9k views for Streamer Shocked when Cat Meows. Yeah, nothing's gone viral for Phil like he fucking hoped it was. Oh, is he starting apparently? Shit, that's a good shout. Thank you very much. Who's shit? It was Quasar. Quasar, thank you very much for letting me know he's starting. The second look away is fucking going live. Alright guys, you all know the job I know. If I miss anything in chat, please let me know. I don't try and miss things on the card, but it just happens sometimes because I am a dumb bastard. That is what it fucking is. 9 out of 9 equals a full house, and one of you guys can win a prize or fucking bingo, so fucking hooray for that. So, yeah, look, it's going to be a shorter podcast, as I said, but let's hope that we're going to hit all the things on the card. So, fingers crossed, here we fucking go. Good luck, and fuck you, DSP.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Level 1 podcast, where whoa, I wasn't ready. You guys are ready for a new streaming week. Apparently, I'm not. Where we are busy having fun down here on Level 1. I'm Darkside Phil, and everyone, welcome to the show. Welcome to my return day from streaming. I was not here yesterday. It was my day off, which we're going to talk about in a very abridged version on today's Level 1 podcast. Why? Because today's Ask the King. Today is my bi-monthly Q&A show, where I spend roughly 3 hours answering your questions from all over the internet. Whether it's from my channel members, from people who post up on my forums on dspgaming.com, from Twitter, from patrons, and in some cases, if we have extra time, pulling some of the questions out of the stream chat as well. It all depends on time, okay? But it's a 3-hour show, and being that it's a 3-hour show of answering your questions, we have a shorter podcast today, all right? In fact, I'm going to try to aim to end the podcast by 1 p.m. Pacific time, so that we can jump into Ask the King, which means only about 40 minutes. That's way shorter than usual. Usually this show's about an hour and a half long, all right? Now, I got quite a lot to talk about because we've got the Phil's Day Off segment. There's also some interesting game news, and I also want to cover the schedule for the week because this is a special week with multiple new release stuff, okay? So let's talk. First of all, today is Thursday, the 26th of January, 2023. I hope that you all had a great day yesterday, whatever it is that you might have done. Maybe you chilled by yourself at home. Maybe you went out and did a bunch of stuff. Maybe you were working. Maybe you were at school. Maybe you watched some of my videos here on DSP Gaming. Maybe you watched the special video that I put out yesterday, a 5-minute montage of ridiculously funny, glitchy moments from the very laggy Warzone stream that I did last week. That was a special thing. I usually don't do anything like that, but that was kind of a specialty thing I put out for my day off. Admittedly, it didn't do as well as YouTube Shorts. You know, I've been putting out YouTube...
I knew it. I fucking knew you'd be fucking bitching away, and if I didn't do as fucking well as Short, even though it done well for an on-demand video for Phil, even though it done actually better than his usual fucking uploads because it's only a fucking 5-minute video, more people are going to be willing to fucking endure 5 minutes of a DSP video than rather a fucking another long fucking unedited raw content bullshit. Of course people are going to fucking check out the fucking edited clip thing for also like 5 minutes long. And he's fucking bitching and whining about it. Oh, it didn't go viral. I didn't get thousands of views in it. I only got fucking like 1,600 views. Boo fucking who? Also, remember, Phil has not even mentioned the fact that someone else made a fucking thing for him. I put it out. I released it. Did you do any of the fucking work for the video, Phil? No, of course you fucking didn't do it. Someone else fucking done the work for you and gave you the end product. Maybe you should fucking be blaming them then or something. I don't know. I fucking knew you'd be bitching whining all. Let's hear it one more time.
I usually don't do anything like that, but that was kind of a specialty thing I put out for my day off. Admittedly, it didn't do as well as YouTube Shorts. You know, I've been putting out YouTube Shorts daily pretty much for the last week. And every YouTube short I put out at this point has between 2,000-3,000 views. Some have way more. Resident Evil one has like 5,000, something like that. The Warzone montage only got about 1,000 views. I think right now it's like at 1,500 or something like that. I think what it is, it has something to do with the delivery of the video. I think that if you just do a regular YouTube video, it uploads to your channel and it gets that regular delivery service to like your subscribers. But shorts, yes, go to a wider audience. I don't know if somehow it hits the algorithm differently. It's weird because I don't really believe that my shorts are reaching anyone else but my core audience. It certainly doesn't seem that way until some of them go viral at a later date.
Well, you understand what you're fucking trying to say here. Are you seriously understanding the thing you're saying right now? I mean, so what you're trying to say, Phil, what you believe, what you seem to genuinely fucking believe, is that your core audience is actually like 5,000, 6,000 people. That's what you're fucking saying. And you're saying that pretty much 80% of them, at least, are ignoring your on-demand videos. You are saying here to your own stream that you think 80% of your audience which is there to consume your content are ignoring your on-demand videos, since they're only getting like 700 views, 800 fucking views, that when you fucking release them. Jesus fucking Christ, Phil, are you even aware of the fucking... Way to fucking shit in your audience for not fucking caring about your fucking product. That's just that. Fuck me. Okay, yeah. Phil, believe it you fucking want. Aye, sure, right, of course you fucking got 5,000 odd fucking people. The shorts fucking, no. Anyone can get fucking shown a fucking short by DSP Gaming. It's more likely to fucking pop up on anyone's fucking feeds because it's less than a fucking minute long, and then you scroll into the next fucking video, and then you don't even fucking need to stay for the whole fucking thing. It can just fucking pop up, you just scroll down your fucking shorts, and there it is. Whether you fucking wanted to or not, when you're fucking viewing shorts, there's a DSP Gaming short. Not that you fucking asked for it, not that you fucking wanted it, but it might get fucking shown for you, whether you want it to or not. That is why he has fucking more views on shorts, because there's people seeing them that are not choosing to fucking see them. People are seeing them against their fucking will, because they're getting recommended to them whenever they're fucking scrolling through YouTube shorts.
As I told you, there was that short that I did a couple months ago of Sonic Frontiers that all of a sudden, after existing for a month, somehow hit the YouTube algorithm and went from like 2,000 views to 29,000. So I'm not actually sure how it works. It's a little confusing, all right? But I hope you enjoyed the montage regardless. It was something special. Will I continue to put out videos on my day off? I don't know right now. It'll be something that we'll talk about moving forward. You know, we still have to determine what to do with those lost playthroughs. We still have not come to a consensus on how to deal with those. Maybe we'll upload some of those on my day off. We'll see. 1 second, because I actually want to turn on my fan here. Okay. Yes, there's some air circulation in here. So, since we have a lot to talk about in a very confined space, let's get to it, all right? First of all, the schedule for the week. Let's discuss it, all right? Here's what's definitely happening, and there's some what-ifs. So what's definitely happening is today, it's Ask the King right now, 3 hours of Q&A, where I answer your questions. It's always a great time. It's going to be the first time with the new coloring setup. In fact, I'm going to change the background to something that may work pretty much only for Ask the King. We're going to see how it goes today. And we'll go from there. All right? Should be a good time. I love Ask the King Q&A. It's always a good time. Tonight on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, it is Warzone 2.0. So, more Warzone fun. We'll see if maybe I can redeem myself from the stream the other day where I really couldn't do anything well. I think the highest I had was like 20-something plays. Maybe I can make top 10 tonight. We'll see. Maybe I'll get my second win tonight. Hit some bounties. We'll find out. All right? I know Warzone, you guys are stoked for this. It looked like it was going to be Signalis, but I managed to finish Signalis the other day. So it's Warzone tonight. Warzone hype, okay? Tomorrow is a very exciting day because tomorrow, all day long, I am playing the Dead Space remake. And if you didn't hear, the early reviews are in. Everyone loves the Dead Space remake, which is hilarious because it's literally Dead Space. Like, no joke. It's literally Dead Space with a few tweaks. Now, obviously, I'm curious to see what those tweaks are when I start playing the game tomorrow. Does it significantly change the game and the gameplay? Is the lore a little different? You know, I don't know. We're going to find out together. But I'm excited, and I hope that you guys will join me tomorrow all day long. 2 different streams of the Dead Space remake. Saturday, we're going to flip over to the other games for variety. So it's going to be One Piece Odyssey on the first stream. We are doing a little bit of kind of like side content, and then we're heading into the next major plot of the game. Saturday night will be the continuation of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Okay? Then Sunday, it'll be the Dead Space remake on the first stream and Warzone on the late stream. And then I'm planning to kind of emulate those streams again Monday, Tuesday. Now, here's the thing. Some new things have happened, some new interesting developments. We're going to talk about these in just a moment when I talk about game news. Because yesterday, there was a big Microsoft event that happened on my day off. And although nothing insanely notable really happened, a couple notable things did happen in regards to Game Pass games. 2 different Game Pass games were dropped. One was dropped yesterday and one's coming out tomorrow. And it may just be that you guys want to see me play these games. So we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. So if you're wondering, gee, what about that Game Pass game that came out yesterday? What about the Game Pass game tomorrow? We're going to talk about that in a moment. We're actually getting to that in the show. Okay, don't worry. It's part of the game news segment. Cool. But for all intents and purposes, that's my schedule for this week. Okay? Now, things could change. I don't know. Maybe you want to see something in place of something else and delay something else, right? I don't know. We'll see. Play it by ear. If you're dying to see the new Game Pass games, maybe we'll do those instead, right? There's also a SpongeBob game coming out, and I'll be honest, right now I'm kind of got a lot of games I'm doing. Maybe it's not the time to do a new game like SpongeBob. Maybe it is. We'll see. The thing is, if I play SpongeBob, I feel like something else, like maybe Elder Scrolls, has to go on hiatus. So we'll see. All right, let's talk about it. Let's see how the weekend goes. Fair enough? Okay, that's the schedule. That's really the schedule. So now, since we're in a hurry, let's go to the next segment that I like to call Phil's Day Off. Yes. Always an exciting segment because you get to hear what I did on my day off. If I had something super notable to tell you, I would. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't have much super notable to talk about, all right? In fact, to be honest with you, because, you know, I like to be as honest as I can without basically going too far and giving too much information, because we all know what happens when you put too much information out there on the internet, especially when you have a hate mob following you around that wants to lynch you at any given moment. You got to be careful with what you're saying.
You fucking seriously think of yourself as a fucking eternal victim, don't you, Phil? Nah. The only thing those attractors are in pursuit of is the fucking truth. You're fucking misleading your audience and have been fucking misleading your audience for fucking years now. A decade long of lying to them about what you fucking do and the money you made on YouTube from ad revenue and then from the fucking tips and all that shit. Oh, you got pissed off. You got pissed off at detractors fucking identifying things in your fucking home like a fucking $300 coffee maker. Oh, I can't fucking show you things in my house anymore because the detractors are going to fucking figure out all the expensive things in my fucking home. Because, yeah, you fucking crying broke all the fucking time, and then fucking see things in your house which fucking shows you're fucking spending money on stupid shit, then yes, we're gonna fucking call you out for that. Boo fucking who for you. Or your audience will get to fucking see your fucking home because us attractors fucking observe things in your fucking home. Jesus fucking Christ, man, just fuck off, Phil. Eternal fucking victim. Please help me because people hate me. Phil, you're a fucking cunt. I mean, there's no fucking nicer way to say it. You're an absolute fucking toxic cunt. Every single relationship you've had in your fucking life, you fucking burn to the fucking ground. It's a matter of time before something happens with Kat, and assuming she's gonna fucking overeat herself to fucking death if those photos are fucking real. Then what, you'll be fucking alone again, you'll be fucking over 40, you'll be a fucking widow. This cat will fucking suck it in fucking mashed potato or some pish. Jesus Christ, man.
All I will say is this. Yesterday, sadly, was not a great day off. There were some moments that were good and relaxing, but there were also some big moments that were very stressful for me. I can't really give specifics, but basically there was some personal stuff going on. At the same time, there was some health stuff going on, and it all kind of compounded.
So is Phil setting up the whole, like, I have got a health emergency, please tip me more money, guys, sort of thing? There's a theory that's been going on for a while that Phil is diabetic or some sort, maybe diabetic or something. And that he's trying to handle it, you know, he's trying to manage it without admitting to it. The popular theory is that Phil is got diabetes or something. But who knows? Let's rewind it just to see what he says. But it's an interesting thing where Phil's telling his audience there is health issues. But I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's a strange one. My bet is diabetes. That would be my fucking bet. Diabetes.
That were very stressful for me. I can't really give specifics, but basically there was some personal stuff going on. At the same time, there was some health stuff going on. And it all kind of compounded. You know, normally I don't like to be on the phone when I'm in the middle of the grocery store having important conversations, but I had to. There was some messed up stuff that happened yesterday. Let's put it that way. And it sucked.
That is quite interesting. So he was literally on the phone to his doctor or some pish while he's in the grocery store. That's a random thing to fucking share with people. Jesus Christ. So we're not allowed to. So Phil has dropped all that information. That information that was not essential for anyone to. We didn't ask Phil for that information. We didn't demand this information from Phil. He is intentionally, willingly put that information out there in the whole fucking scheme of being honest and transparent to an extent. No, Phil, you're fucking just trying to bait sympathy. At this point, you're trying to fucking bait sympathy from your fucking debt heads to fucking give you money because I'm going to start feeling fucking sorry for you. Poor Phil has health problems now. I better give him some fucking money to make him feel fucking better. Fuck the fuck off, Phil. Greedy little pig.
And there's nothing you can do about that. That's life, right? Not every day in life is going to be perfect. You're going to have highs and lows. You're going to have days that are supposed to be great and they end up shitty. You're going to have days that look like they're going to be shitty and they're going to be great. Yesterday was my day off and I was really hoping for relaxing, and I did get relaxing at the very tail end of the day. But I would argue that about 70...
I just want to hear that before the very tail end of the day.
Get relaxing at the very tail end of the day.
The very tail end of the day. The audience up there, Phil.
But I would argue that about 75% of my day was frustrating as shit. And that's not good. Okay, you know, it's supposed to be my day off. It's supposed to be my day when I'm unwinding. I'm relaxing from a work week. It's the only day off I get every week. And ideally, the goal is to get some relaxation and really you know, it ended up being pretty stressful. I will say this. A couple highlights was that Kat was stuck on a boss in Dragon Age 2. It was the Ashitok boss, the leader of the Kunari, who's the end of Act 2. You have to do like a one-on-one duel with the guy. And I remember in my playthrough of this game, you know, over 10 years ago, that was incredibly tough. It took me a million years to beat the guy. And she was just having so many problems with her build. Hilariously, she had a build that didn't really work against the boss. Like most people say, when you fight this boss, if you use magic, it's very easy. So she had a rogue build. And basically the rogue build sucks against this boss. Half the moves don't even work. He's got a stun move. You use it and the boss ignores it half the time. Just acts like you never did it. It's like, what? Like, what is that? You're super... This boss is so broken, okay? You can be this far away from him on the screen. He's over here, you're over here, and he swings and he hits you. It's like that's worse than Dark Souls. That's worse than anything. But again, keep in mind, this game is very, you know, outdated at this point. So basically, she tried to beat this boss a ton, couldn't do it. I picked up the controller, tried 3 times, and finally did it. So she did get past that point, and then ended up was like, well, you know what? She started playing like the rest of the game, and she's like, is it really the same again? I was like, yeah, the whole game's kind of grindy. It's the same. She's like, I was really hoping that the third act, the finale, would be different. So she might even stop playing it for a while. You know, she got to the third act of Dragon Age 2, and she's bored now. She's like, the whole game is killing generic enemies. Like, yeah, that's pretty much the whole game. So she's probably going to try some other games now, because she kind of, you know, got bored of the damn thing, which I don't blame her, honestly. But we did watch, you know, we watched some stuff together. We relaxed, you know, it was good. The end of the day was good, but it just sucks when, you know, you're in the middle of a day, supposed to be your day off again, and you got stressful thing number 1 happens, stressful thing number 2 happens, other annoying thing is going on, and it's like, come on, man. It's supposed to be the day where I'm just, you know, sitting back and kicking my legs up and saying, let's just unplug from all the nonsense and have a good day. And I didn't get that, you know, and that sucks. But the good news is I am going to have a pretty good, week, hopefully, you know, with the Dead Space remake and all of that. I think it's going to be a better week coming up. All right. I feel that way. All right. So, I mean, that's really all I have to say. What did we eat yesterday? We ordered some teriyaki from like a teriyaki place. So I got like a combo. It was chicken teriyaki with chicken katsu. And my wife got chicken teriyaki with like beef teriyaki combo with, you know, some rice. Nothing major, nothing really to write about or talk about. I'll tell you this, it was so stressful. I didn't even have a chance. Like I was hoping yesterday I was going to get a chance to start looking for stuff for the upcoming Super Bowl Saturday bash that we're doing. That is Saturday, February 11th. It's a Super Bowl themed marathon we're doing because we hit our members goal for the month. And I thought, oh man, this will be great. I'll go to the grocery store. I'll look for snacks. I'll start marking ones off that I'm interested in getting. I'll maybe have some time to go online on Amazon and I'll look at stuff. It didn't happen at all. Like it was the last thing on my mind. You know, when you're stressed out and, you know, it's you know what I mean? Like it would be one thing if it was like a normal day off and it was fun and everything. And like, okay, let's do all this fun stuff. It just, my whole mind was messed up all day. And, you know,
so he's not going to tell his audience why. All he's going to fucking tell them is he's going to give them fucking vague details and leave it at fucking that.
That's what happens. And I apologize, I can't tell you guys anymore. It's multiple different things going on at once. It's a bunch of personal stuff, has nothing to do with the streams.
There's things that he could tell us which wouldn't fucking harm him in terms of like fucking, oh, the detractors are going to fucking mess up my... No, if Phil has an actual fucking health issue, he can disclose that. And yes, we'd probably make fun of him if it was something worth making fun of, you know what I mean? Like, if it was something, oh, I got the diabetes, guys. It's like, yeah, fucking no wonder you fucking drink all the fucking time, lol, no shit. But it's the end of the fucking day, though. How are detractors going to fucking hurt Phil from treating whatever fucking ailment is fucking wrong with him? What are we going to do to hinder whatever fucking strange health concern Phil has? There's nothing. At the end of the day, Phil is not disclosing this, not because he can't be transparent. It's because he's fucking concerned about getting made fun of on the internet by people. Whatever is wrong with him, it's embarrassing him. But he's not going to fucking reveal that because, you know, he's trying to fucking not be humiliated as much as usual.
Alright, so I don't really want to bring it up because it's none of anyone's business, quite frankly, that's here on a stream. Nor is it anything that you can help.
If it's none of our fucking business, and don't even fucking give some insinuation as, oh, I have some health concerns, but I'm not going to fucking tell you what it is. Don't ask about it. You know, I'll tell you about it and I'll fucking bring it up in my day off story. Don't you dare ask about what's fucking wrong with me, because I'm not going to fucking tell you. Phil, just fucking shut the fuck up then. Like, if I'm not going to disclose things to, you know, you guys, I wouldn't bring it up. If I hadn't, like, you know, like, reasonably bring it up. You know, it depends how fucking... There's things you can tell. Phil could still tell more without telling everything. You know what I'm saying? There's things he can reveal here, which would probably garner him sympathy, more sympathy from his audience. And if it's a serious fucking thing, like, if Phil comes out and fucking says, by the way, guys, you know, cancer, you know, it's like, that'd be fucked up. You know, I'm not fucking, I wouldn't wish it on anyone, you know what I mean? It's possible. We don't know if Phil's got a fucking serious thing wrong with him, or if he's baiting some sort of small, tiny fucking thing, which is easily fucking treatable. But the fact is, though, he's fucking dangling his fucking bait over his fucking audience. Intentionally. And it's like, and it's one of those things as well, Phil could fucking reveal any fucking thing that's wrong with him. And we might be questioning it, we might be sceptical about it, but at the end of the fucking day, it wouldn't actually affect Phil getting treatment for it. He's just fucking dangling his fucking bait in the hope of fucking enticing some support out of sympathy.
So why am I going to bring it up, right? But I'm sure you all have things going on in your own lives that you understand, right? Things you wouldn't come on a stream and start discussing. So you get it. And, you know, I'll get through it, but it sucks that the one day, here's my day. Nope. Time for annoying stress and shit. Like, fucking ass balls, man. Like, seriously. Anyway, that's my day off. Big deal, right? Nothing too much to talk about there. We are going to talk about game news in a second, but what I'd like to do is direct your attention to the members goal. We hit our members goal for the month. The Super Bowl Saturday Marathon event is locked in, Saturday, February 11th, and we will be talking about this more over the course of the next couple of weeks. We'll be figuring out exactly what I'm doing for it, right? See what I can get for the event, food / decorations, otherwise, okay? But we have a tier 2 goal in effect for this week. 525 members. Is this feasible? I have no clue. I don't know if anyone else wants to become a member or gift a membership to the channel. I mean, it would help. It would be great. With Dead Space tomorrow, maybe some people will want to re-up their memberships that expired in the last couple of days, because we were over 600 and now we're down to 470 again because of those expired gifted memberships, right? I don't know. But if we hit 525 members by the end of this month, which would be by the end of this week, essentially, we're going to be doing a special react event where you guys will be nominating and voting for things for me to react to on the internet. And likely it's going to end up being another one of the documentaries from one of the guys we've already watched. June the King has been on fire. In the last, like, 6 months, June the King put out several interesting documentaries, any of which I would be happy to watch and react to here on the streams. You know, Toby Turner, Channel Awesome, that guy with the glasses, among other things. It's good stuff. Plus, there's other things we haven't done yet. There's documentaries about, you know, guys that I don't even know about, maybe. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But if we hit it, great. If not, no pressure. I'm not going to sit here talking about members all day, every day. It's not a big deal. It'd be great if we did hit it. It would obviously help the channel. Right now, January is traditionally the slowest month on YouTube every year, because what happens is all the ad revenue from Christmas is gone, and most advertisers have nothing to advertise in January. So the little ad revenue that is to go around is even smaller in January, and I always make the least amount of money in January as any other month in the year on YouTube. So, hey, you become a member this month, you're helping that out. You know, you're trying to negate that. Right now, I was looking, I was like, oh, my views are actually up this month. My subs are up this month. My overall watch time is up this month, and my revenue is way down this month. Wait, what?
So basically, that's the only thing you're in it for. Your videos are getting more popular, your channel's becoming more popular, everything else is becoming more fucking popular, because you're in it for a fucking bag. You're in it for a fucking bag, you're not fucking getting your fucking due rewards you feel you fucking deserve for all this fucking effort you think you're putting into your fucking channel. For all this fucking extra success, you're getting better engagement, better views, better everything else is up. But because the money's down, it's a fucking point of contention for you. Because the money's down, you feel you need to bring it up. For someone that claims to not be in this for a fucking bag, you seem to really sure love reminding people how fucking little money you're going to get for this fucking month, despite all this amazing success you're having with the channel. More subs, more views, more engagement, everything else is up and up and up, apart from the money you're going to fucking get. Fucking hell, man. It's just, I mean, I just fucking hate the fucking fake, you know, I'm not in this for a fucking bag thing, when he's clearly, these fucking segments like this, prove without a shadow of a fucking doubt, success across the fucking board means nothing to him if he's not going to get any more money for it. I just want one more fucking time. Let him list all the fucking things that are going well for his fucking channel, apart from him not getting the fucking financial gratification for it.
Hey, you become a member this month, you're helping that out. You know, you're trying to negate that. Right now, I was looking, I was like, oh, my views are actually up this month. My subs are up this month. My overall watch time is up this month. And my revenue is way down this month. Wait, what? Because that's YouTube. That's the nature of the beast on YouTube, is they don't do a good job selling advertisement space in January, and everyone suffers for it. It is what it is. Okay? Anyway, one final thing I would like to say before we get to game news. All right? This last week, I screwed up. And I publicly talked about this in my daily wrap.
Are you seriously about to fucking do your fucking fake apology thing right after basically saying you're not going to make as much money this fucking month because you're blaming YouTube for it? Are you fucking seriously going to segue into that? Nah, I'm going 1.25 speed. Fuck this. I'm not going to endure this at normal fucking speed. Go, Phil. Turbo mode your way through this fucking garbage.
The other day, I want to take a brief segment on this podcast to address it again. All right? Here's what happened basically last week. Over the course of the last several months, I tried to distinctly make changes to myself and my content so that it didn't seem like I was constantly talking about money, I wasn't constantly talking about contributions, hitting goals, and or having slow streams and needing help. I tried to change myself so that that wouldn't be a constant thing. Every once in a while, it's okay to mention it, like once a stream. But if you're harping on it constantly, that's annoying. I agree with everyone who gives me that criticism. Phil, why are you talking about this? No one wants to hear this. If I owned a restaurant and someone walks into the restaurant and they're eating the delicious food, do you think that they want the owner of the restaurant to walk
Objection! You're fucking going to assume your food is delicious? Get the fuck out of here.
up to them and tell them about all of their financial problems? Probably not. It's probably the opposite of you. I was just coming to the restaurant to relax, bro. I'm already eating your delicious food. Why are you bothering me? Right? Just let me eat. And I hear that. So the deal is, this last week, I kind of backpedaled a lot on the changes, the positive changes that I had made. And there's good reason for that. All right? A few months ago, we had a month where I made a lot more than other months. The reason being is that we had some very generous people who gifted a ton of memberships to the channel. At one point, this channel had over 1,000 members. Okay? That's a big difference, you know, when it comes to the amount of support. It's a lot of extra support, okay? And it just so happened also, of course, those months when I was playing all those new releases, support in other ways, like things like tips and things, were way up, okay? So having a really good month like that basically allowed me to have a cushion for a few months where financially things weren't a burden anymore. All right, just being honest, like it was nice because, hey, I can pay all my bills. Hey, there's no problems here. I don't have to worry week to week about what I'm making because I have this nice cushion, okay? And that lasted for a bit. It did. I actually was able to ride that out through the months of like November, December, and for most of January, all right? And then what ended up happening was, last week I got paid by YouTube, and the money comes in, and I'm looking at what money I have already in my account, what money I just made, and I start doing, I figure it out, like, wait a minute, oh crap. Like basically, I have just enough for everything, like bare minimum. And I'm like, where did it all go? And of course, you look like it went to things that happened. This came up. You know, I bought.
That's what tips are for, dumbass.
Few things. I improved. I've got a monitor here. I got a ring light here. I got a controller here. You know, this happened, that happened. You know, all these things. And it's not that, oh, some horrible thing happened that I was robbed or anything. It's life, right? When you're an adult, this is what happens. Your money goes to stuff. And now, well, you know, yeah, you can sit here and you can argue and you can say, well, if my car didn't break down and if this didn't happen and if that didn't happen, I'd be in such a better position. But I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to, you know, cry over spilled milk and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff happens, you move on from it positively. You're not just going to dwell in the past and be upset about shit that happened, right? So, basically, you know, now that cushion I had is completely gone. And so this week, in conjunction with that happening, you know, me getting paid by YouTube and looking and saying that money's all accounted for, it's all gone. All this happening. Then I look, and what happens? I get a series of slow days where my streams are not doing well. All right, we're talking combination of One Piece Odyssey, Signalis, yes, even some slow Oblivion streams. It was all kind of combined. Now, the good news is, it wasn't overall like you guys hated the content and were telling me we're not going to support it. It couldn't have been further from the truth. There was a rallying this last week for people to hit memberships. People really wanted to see me hit the members goal and do this Super Bowl event, which I'm very stoked for. So I'm so grateful. That's where the support went. You know what I mean? We had people coming in and they were gifting memberships and we hit the goals and everything was great in that regard, right? Thing is, when it comes to YouTube side support, meaning super chats, super stickers, memberships, gifted memberships, super thanks, all that stuff, there's a delay between when that happens and when I actually get a benefit from it. It takes usually a month to a month and a half. While, you know, tips are the things that I get every day, and those directly do things like pay my bills, buy groceries.
No, don't you fucking dare. You claimed your YouTube money was covering the fucking bills. No, fuck this. Fuck the fuck off. You're fucking going back in your fucking cell here, Phil. You have claimed that your YouTube payment was covering the bills and the tips are basically covering everything else. Like a fucking, weekly fucking shop, not shitting anything if you have fucking business and all that garbage. Fuck off. Phil gets roughly $1,000 every fucking week in tips alone. So you're looking at Phil earning about fucking... It's not unusual for Phil to get like $4,000 to $5,000 in tips every single fucking month. Tips. That's immediate financial gratification for Phil. The week he just had there, the one where he was actually begging more than usual, Phil ended up with $960 worth of tips in between days off. And yeah, Pam, that's a great fucking point, Pam. This is only the tips he actually openly admits to receiving. Who knows how many fucking tips he actually gets behind the scenes from these fucking deadheads that fucking believe they need to fucking support Phil. That because Phil's begging all the fucking thing, get here, Phil, don't put this on stream, but here's a tip for you, here's a special wee tip for you, Phil, get it by, I've seen your stream and I've seen you are struggling, Phil, so here's a wee tip, don't put it on. Who knows how many of those Phil gets that he does not fucking disclose. And yet it'll fucking immediately vanish to fucking, you know exactly where that fucking money goes. This is... Phil was trying to fucking claim all of a sudden that tips paid the fucking bills. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Right? Things like that. And we ended up having, I'm not kidding, it was like 3 straight days where everything was slow except memberships. And I was like, well, this really sucks because now I'm in a situation where things are so tight already and now it's just compounded. Now.
I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. Oh, this really sucks. Just Phil fucking saying that. Like, he hit his members goal, but tips weren't fucking that great. Well, this really fucking sucks.
And a half. While, tips are the things that I get every day, and those directly do things like pay my bills, buy groceries, right? Things like that. And we ended up having, I'm not kidding, it was like 3 straight days where everything was slow except memberships. And I was like, well, this really sucks because now I'm in a situation where things are so tight already and now it just compounded. Now, did I do the smart thing? Did I just say, you know what, swallow it and forget about it? It's not that big of a deal. I'm going to get through it. It's not Chicken Little. The sky's not falling, right? I've been in content creation for 15 years, and every time that something like this happens, this is how it is. Peaks and valleys. Sometimes things are real good, sometimes they're not so good. And you got to ride that wave, and you just got to, you got to keep your balance. Don't lose, don't capsize, don't go face first into the surf, right? I know surfing's a weird analogy for me. I've never surfed in my life. But anyway, that's kind of how you have to do it. Things are going to get better, things will get worse, and you just got to stay afloat, essentially, okay? And sadly, I let it get to me. This last week, mentally, a lot of stuff, I just mentioned, some stuff was going on during my day off. This was already in process during the week. It was compounded. And so I had other things stressing me out, and then the money thing on top of it. What happened? I backpedaled. I started on stream saying, oh, we had a slow day. Really would be great if you could contribute today to make up for yesterday. Hey, guys, we didn't even hit our tier 1 tips goal. Can we hit that today? And you know what? I'm pissed at myself. I am. I don't like this. I'm actually really upset with myself. And I don't know how much you see that or it comes through. But...
Well, you're not fucking upset you fucking done it. You're upset you got fucking called out for it again. You weren't even fucking aware. You were oblivious to the fact you were fucking doing it until people were fucking pointing your fucking face going, holy Phil, cut that shit out. You said you were going to fucking stop doing it, and yet you're still fucking doing it. Most of this fucking stream that you've done so far, Phil, has been you essentially trying to get money from your supporters, from your viewers. Guys, there's still a members goal. There's a tier 2 members goal. By the way, it'd be nice if fucking it would really help because, January's fucking slow for bills. You're literally segued into this fucking apology segment after you fucking asked for fucking money from people because you're saying it's fucking a slow month for fucking YouTube.
I was doing really good for a couple of months there. Not doing that shit and calling myself out for it. And I feel really bad that I did that to you guys for a couple of days. Some people were complaining about it again. And you have a right to. I feel like I failed myself and I disappointed you guys. Well, I failed you guys too. I disappointed and failed myself, and I disappointed and failed you guys because you want to hear that. You don't want to hear about my problems. You just want to have fun on the streams with my content. I get that. I know that. Yet I still let myself slip. That's not cool. It's not, all right? And I'm sorry for that. I hope you understand that I don't want that to be my content. I want you to come here and chill with me every day and have a good time with positive content, sharing stories about our lives, me talking about stuff going on here, hearing from you guys back, having fun, social interactions and conversations, having fun times with games, sharing those opinions and sharing those experiences together. That's what it all is. And again, my mentality is, and it's been like this, and it should continue this way. If I'm putting out what I feel is quality and entertaining content, and if you feel it's quality and entertaining content, then eventually it's all gonna work out. You're gonna support that content. I'm one of the rare lucky cases on the internet, and I know this, that I don't have to advertise shit. I'm not here advertising a product. Here's my referral code, right? I don't have to do any of that crap. That's good. I'm so happy that I don't have to do that because I hate that. I don't like
Look, Phil, you fucking substitute having a fucking advertiser or whatever. You fucking substitute that source of income with your audience directly. That is not fucking fair on your audience to fucking foot the bill. Your audience are the one that fucking has to fucking dig deep in their pockets and give you fucking money because you fucking refuse to advertise a fucking product for some big corporation. Who fucking cares if Phil fucking advertises, you know, fucking Dollar Shave Club or fucking just, you know, or Dora or fucking VPN? I wouldn't fucking... Would I call Phil hypocrites for it? Yes, I fucking would. But would I still understand it from a business perspective? Yes, I fucking would. This is Phil's fucking business. If he can do things to fucking limit how much he fucking has to beg his goddamn audience for fucking money every single fucking day, and he's actually fucking taking some steps himself to fucking try and capitalise on just taking the advantages offers he's getting, then yes, I'll actually respect that. But no, instead has to fucking put the pressure of fucking sustaining Phil's lifestyle is not on these big corporations that are offering sponsorships. No, it's on the fucking audience. The audience are fucking have to fucking, you know, foot the bill every single fucking time for Phil. Because he is so financially irresponsible. He had 2 or 3 good months there. He just claimed he had 2 or 3 good fucking months there. Did Phil put some of that money aside to be responsible for it? Fuck no. He bought a fucking Xbox for cat and all that shit, you know, and the fucking gravy train rolling. Phil thought it was fucking 2015 again.
Watching content. Oh, by the way, sorry, you got to stop and talk about our sponsor. It has nothing to do with me or my content, and you can tell that I don't care about the product, but I need to make money today. Yeah, that's just trash. And I'm happy that I've remained independent and haven't had to bow down to advertisers and bow down to paid product placements and sponsors. I'm very happy about that. And you're the reason. You guys are the direct reason why I keep doing what I love for a living and I don't have to become a shill. Thank you for that. Really. No, really. Thank you for that. But along with that comes the fact that I have to keep to my promises. And even if we have a few slow days, even if we have a few things, you know, that are happening that aren't so positive, I have to not harp on those and make them your... Like, I could sit here right now on this podcast, right? And complain about all the shitty things that happened to me yesterday. I could. I'm not going to do that. There's no point. You guys can't help it anyway.
I mean, you kind of did. But kind of. You didn't fucking go into great detail about it, but you fucking kind of did.
What's the point of me just saying, oh yeah, you know, this happened? This is not a pity party. This is supposed to be entertaining content for you guys. And I really do feel like I fell off that wagon this last week. I'm sorry. I will make a concerted effort this week, all right, to do better for you. All right? I promise you that. And if you see me going back into those ways, please call me out. I want you to. I want you to put my balls over the roast those testicles, and say, what are you doing? Stop that right now. Slap my face like this. Ah! Just like that. Slap me digitally. Don't do it for real. Don't slap me in real life. I'll be upset. But if you do it digitally, I'll take the slap. All right? Thank you. All right? Okay. Moving on to game news. We have a slew of game news to cover, so let's jump right into it. All right? Just listen to all this game news that happened on my day off. It's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, let me scroll all the way back because I have pages and pages of it to cover. It's ridiculous shit. So first of all, I'm sure you all heard what happened with Rick and Morty. So Justin Roiland, I never even said his name before, who I guess is the main voice of Rick and Morty in the show and the co-creator of Rick and Morty, basically has been dropped from everything Rick and Morty. Okay? So it's pretty crazy. You know, this guy being the creator or whatever. And, you know, basically, here's what happened. He's been accused of some kind of, like, domestic abuse or sexual misconduct. I don't even know what it is, because I don't even care. I don't give a shit about this guy's misconduct. I don't give a fuck about it. I just don't. I don't care about your personal shit. If you're a scumbag in real life, you're a scumbag in real life. Wow, good for you. Don't be a scumbag. But if you're a scumbag, I don't really care. It doesn't really affect me. I would like for less people to be scumbags. That would be nice. But I guess scumbags will always exist, and there's not much we can really do about it. Expose them or whatever, right? Great. Let him be punished within the eyes of the law as appropriate for the scumbaggery he has committed, okay? But apparently, with all of these, I don't know if it's accusations or even if there's evidence. I have no idea because I'm not really following his personal bullshit. I don't care about it. But I guess...
You wrote a fucking lot of research into this news story, didn't you, Phil? Thank God you done your fucking research before fucking starting this segment of news. Thank fuck for that. Can you imagine if Phil went into this fucking segment without doing a fucking lick of research to fucking relate to his audience of 200,000 subscribers? Imagine that shit. Look, Phil, if you don't know what you're fucking talking about, don't fucking talk about it.
Yes, what happened is it got so serious that people are calling for some kind of action. Like, what's going to happen? Rick and Morty is a very popular show, although admittedly, not that they publicly admit this, but if you look for the ratings of Rick and Morty, the last season was awful. Like, this show has completely fallen off the last 2 seasons, and that's why you don't really hear many people talking about it anymore. At one point, Rick and Morty was like the height of pop culture, and somehow it just like fell off and disappeared. I don't know what happened. I don't know, because I stopped watching the show seasons ago. Maybe everyone else just decided.
Okay, what happened to Rick and Morty? The same thing that happens to every single fucking show. It's just good for. Look, there's a fucking litany of different shows, whether animated or not, that was good for 1 fucking season or 2 fucking seasons, and it just fucking fell off a fucking wayside. Heroes. Who remembers Heroes? That first season of Heroes, unbelievable. Great fucking show. Everything else, garbage. Just my opinion. Lost was a fucking great show for like 2 or 3 seasons, and it fucking went a bit strange after a while. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It happens to all these fucking shows. Some shows have a great fucking first season at a time, or maybe a great second season as well, and then it'll just fucking fall off. You know, and just okay, maybe the ideas and the stories ran out, and they fucking just lose their way. It happens to a lot of fucking shows. Rick and Morty, did I enjoy watching it for the first couple of seasons? I enjoyed watching it, yes, for the first couple of seasons. Did I watch it since then, like afterwards? No, I fucking got a bit strange and convoluted. I was like, fuck this, it's just fucking random, fuck off. It happens to all these fucking shows. I'm not saying it happens to every single fucking show ever. But yeah, it's not unusual for shows to fucking just kind of lose their way. It is what it is.
I did to do is the same thing. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So 2 things have happened. Number 1, the show dropped him. Or did he resign? I've heard both. I've heard that the showmakers dropped him, and then I heard, oh no, he resigned from the show. Conflicting stories, right?
Why is this fucking pertinent to your fucking podcast? This gaming news segment podcast.
In any case, he's gone completely, right? So basically, they're going to continue the show through season 10. They're only on season 7. But the show has tanked in views, so it's kind of weird. Anyway, basically what's happening is they're going to have a new voice actor do all the voices. It's pretty obvious the show's going to be very different without him, right? He is like the notable voice of said show. So definitely not having him in the voice cast is going to change it completely. Now, in addition, he's also been dropped from Squanch Games. This is the company that recently made High on Life, as well as those other video games that were all Rick and Morty-esque and have had him, doing the voices. It's all done. He's done. He's out. They said they're going to continue to update High on Life and give content updates, and they're going to make new games, but he will not be involved in any of the future games either. So basically, he's shit canned. He's done from the industry, unless somehow he can clear his name. Maybe he will. Maybe he'll clear his name and be, and then he'll come back. Maybe he'll have a Johnny Depp comeback, right? But I guess we'll see what happens. Because again, I'm not following his drama, but it seems everyone is talking about Rick and Morty the last few days for all the wrong reasons. Like, oh, jeez. So there you go. All right. Now also, yesterday there was a Microsoft press event that covered a lot of different stories. All right. Story number 1: a new game dropped out of nowhere called Hi-Fi Rush, of all people, from the makers of The Evil Within. That's right, Tango Gameworks. Hi-Fi Rush is an action game that basically allows you to control the characters that do combos and stuff to the rhythm of music. The thing is, there was zero information about this game at all. No one even knew it was being made, and they released it on Game Pass yesterday out of nowhere. Most people who played it are saying it's pretty good. It was actually interesting because I saw someone on social media, I think it was a games journalist, okay? He said something pretty telling, all right? And I would like to emphasize it because I think it was one of the most intelligent thoughts I read. They said, guess what? Just listen to this. This game had no media, no press, no advertisement. No one knew it was coming out. No one pre-reviewed it. No one talked about it. It just dropped. And when it just dropped, if you look at the overall feeling towards the game, everyone likes it. There's no bandwagoning. There's no fanboying. It's just everyone played it at once at face value and determined whether or not it was good. And the overall consensus seems to be it's pretty good. Now, I don't know. I haven't played it yet. I'm not going to make a judgment. Okay? But I just find that this is exactly what I've been saying for years. Have I not been saying that the whole practice of sending out early copies to a select few group of games journalists and selected prepaid shill content creators is destroying the games industry? That what's happening now is that we're being told money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much to Black Mage for the tip, who says a couple of things here. First, Justin Roiland didn't just commit domestic violence, he beat a girlfriend bad enough she needed to go to the hospital and prevented her from leaving for said hospital and got false imprisonment charges. That's a lot of fucking things that Justin Roiland did. By the way, I have not done research into what happened. The only thing I'd heard was that Justin Roiland was shit canned from the show. That is why I didn't cover it in. Why I'm not going to talk about things I'm not clued up about. Unlike Phil. Phil was going to fucking talk about things without doing a lick of research into it, and he's going to fucking pretend to be an authority in some sort of fucking, yeah, I'm going to give you, no, he doesn't have the details. I didn't have the details, so I didn't fucking cover it there, but as I was saying, obviously, there's enough evidence, you know, for these companies to fucking say, alright, you know, he's a goner. And it's kind of nice for the, you know, so Rick and Morty, the staff, everyone else that worked on the show and worked hard to make that show be what it is today. Whether it's, well, you can argue it's not as successful anymore as it used to fucking be, but it's good that the show won't die because of the actions of one bad person. You know what I'm saying? It's like, even though he's like fucking, maybe the fucking star of the fucking show, the star fucking voice, whatever, you know, he's not the fucking, you know, the person that's going to dictate whether the show seems to fucking die or not. They're getting rid of him, and they're going to try and fucking replace his voice, and good luck to them, you know what I mean? But that's something at least that the other people are not going to fucking lose work because of the actions of one fucking person. So I've seen that. That's a decent wee thing, I think, at least, you know what I mean? But yeah, Justin Roiland, but by all accounts, it sounds like he's really done some shitty fucking things, and yes, it's one of those things where, you know, I'm a big believer in karma, you know what I mean? So what goes around comes around, and yeah, he looks like he's about to get a shit ton of karma coming his way for doing all that shit. So I guess we'll see what happens to him in the future, you know, but he sounds like he's going to be in for a lot of misery, which is fucking well earned.
Content creators is destroying the games industry. That what's happening now is that we're being told days, weeks early, this is how you should think about this game. And these notions, these preconceived notions are being formed in people's heads before the game comes out. Because of that, by the time the game's out, it's already a hit or a miss. It's already a success or a failure. And the game's not out yet. How? How is this acceptable? How is this acceptable in the games industry? In addition, I've even said, I don't believe games journalists and or these other YouTubers, Twitch streamers who are all paid to act one way towards a game. I don't like that. Because what ends up happening is you get these weird, you know, bandwagon movements. Look what happened with Callisto Protocol, all right? The vast majority of people who crapped on Callisto Protocol never played it. They listened to PC gamers, where the game did not perform well, and they bandwagoned the shit out of that game, saying that it sucked. The Callisto Protocol.
Oh, it's people's fucking interpretation. They're entitled to believe that what they fucking want in the game they fucking played. Why are you so heavily fucking invested in Callisto Protocol? Do you have stocks or something in this fucking company? Why is Phil so fucking hell-bent on going to bat for fucking Callisto Protocol? What the fuck is wrong with us? Jesus Christ, Barrett Will says, at least the artists working on the show have time to look for the next contract. Exactly, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, but that's what I'm saying, I said it as well, like, I said it in the chat. Rick and Morty, is it doomed? Probably, but at least it's not going to be an immediate fucking death. You know, it'll probably die for the next. In fact, it probably won't get renewed after season 10, I imagine. They'll probably see the contract unless it gets cancelled early. But that's like, you know, they got like 3 seasons left, I imagine, and then they'll probably just say, okay, go away.
Protocol does not suck. It has some issues. That money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much, Black Mage, for the tip again. He's actually got more details. Black Mage says, that happened 2 years ago, and it finally went to trial. In the interim, he's been sexually harassing co-workers with sex comments. It also came out he's been grooming teenagers on Instagram, sending horrid sexual comments. Basically, fuck Justin Roiland. So there's the details. So in full, so that's the 2 tips Black Mage sent. Black Mage said, Justin Roiland didn't just commit domestic violence, he beat a girlfriend bad enough she needed to go to hospital and prevented her from leaving for said hospital and got false imprisonment charges. And that was 2 years ago, and then it went to trial. And in between that, he's been sexually harassing co-workers with comments. Also came out he's been grooming teenagers on Instagram, sending horrid sexual comments. So yeah, so that's a full story from Black Mage. At least that's Black Mage details that he's picked up on the situation. So there you go. That's definitely far more information that we got from Black Mage than we got from Phil. And Black Mage doesn't even fucking make content for a living, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? He has the details he has, he's able to fucking relay them on to me. Phil fucking just pretend he's done any fucking look of research into this whatsoever. He's like, I don't know the guy, I've not looked into it, fuck off. Lazy bastard, man. But yeah, thank you.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
So yeah, thank you very much, Black Mage, for that information. And thank you very much to Francisco Ramos Mejia. I don't know if I keep thinking I'm butchering your name, but at the same time, I like the way I say it. So I hope you like the way I say it. Even if I'm saying it wrong, I think I'm saying it nicely. But Francisco Ramos Mejia, thank you very much for the super chat. It says Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon are awful people. I don't know what Dan Harmon's done. I've not even looked into that, but by all means. Certainly Justin Roiland, but also the sound of things anyway, for sure, yes, horrible fucking person. Dan Harmon, I'm clueless about, I don't know, I have no idea. But, for sure. Is it, I mean, just because they both created Rick and Morty, I mean, I've got no idea what Dan's like. So, I have no idea what his fucking stuff is.
Game. Saying that it sucked. The Callisto Protocol does not suck.
God damn it, I completely fucking forgot Phil was on this fucking Callisto Protocol fucking rant. Jesus Christ. Yeah, well, stop fucking defending. Everyone can hate. If people don't like the fucking game, they're entitled to not like the fucking game. You like the game, Phil? Great, fucking hooray for you for liking the fucking game. Not everyone has to like the same fucking shit you do.
It has some issues that absolutely should be improved and fixed. But that doesn't mean it's a terrible, terrible game. But everyone, the consensus seems to be it's terrible. But this is the bandwagon movement. This is what happens when you get people who get games so early. Instead of, oh, we all got it, we all played it and judged it at face value, and now we can determine if a game is good or not. This is what pisses me off about the games industry today, that no one seems to be on a fair playing field. If you're with a company that can advertise and pay people to shill your game, you're in general going to sell. If you're a company that doesn't have that kind of budget, you're not going to. If you're a company that basically is in with the games industry, and what I hate to say it, things like political agendas, right? Oh, we're a very liberal company, and we know the games media is very liberal, so we put out a very liberal game, and they're going to lean towards it. Take a look at a game like, what was the one from Bethesda the year or two ago? The one about the assassination. It played just like Dishonored, but it wasn't, right? That game was okay. I can't remember the name of it now. The one, remember, it's a time loop game? Deathloop. That was it. Deathloop, right? That game was okay. Just okay. It wasn't even as good as I would say Dishonored. It was okay.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Barrett Wells for Super Chat, who says, I've worked on 10 years of animated shows and I've never sexually harassed a single person. Well, fucking hooray for you, Barrett Wells. Congratulations for keeping your dick in your pants. Well done, buddy. I feel very... No, it's also I think most of us are obviously in the same thing. I was like, we just fucking get on with it. You know, like we do our jobs, we get on with our jobs, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a bizarre thing. Some people, especially Justin Roiland, obviously, you're thinking, what's going through their fucking head? Well, that kind of success does weird things to people. You know, success is sometimes a thing which is not suited for everyone. The person we are looking at right fucking now, Phil Burnell, is a prime example of that. Success went to his fucking oddly shaped head, and look where it's fucking got him today. He really thought he was better than he actually fucking is. Reality check, you know, fucking hit him hard. Obviously, he knows now, but he has been humbled a little tiny bit since then. You know, but some people are just not fucking suited for success, and it really does some horrible fucking things to them, thinking they're better than other people, not shit, and they fucking deserve more than other fucking people. But, yeah, as I'm saying, it sounds like Justin Roiland let success get to his fucking head, and just also, it's one of those things where I was like, you know, you'll say Rick and Morty was doing well for a while, and he was also the fucking main voices on that shit, you know what I mean? But and behind the fucking scenes on that shit, you know, he's probably, who knows? That's what I'm saying. It might not even be fucking tied to success. Well, you know, who fucking knows? I've got no idea if he's got a fucking history of this kind of thing, even before he was successful. But I just think it's one of those kind of things where sometimes fame does hurt people more than help them. So, I don't know, but that's just my fucking take on it, you know what I mean? But, yeah. D-Dog says, dick out off the pants is called a Louis C.K. Shout out to Louis C.K.
That game was okay. Just okay.
What did he just... Did he just say begging was okay?
Deathloop. That was it. Deathloop. Right? That game was okay.
That game was okay. Okay, man, I could have sworn I heard him say begging was okay, for fuck's sake.
Hey, just okay. It wasn't even as good as I would say Dishonored. It was okay. So why was the gaming media giving it 10 out of fucking 10 2 weeks before it came out? It didn't even make any sense. You couldn't objectively even justify what they were saying in their reviews, because it was bullshit. I hate that you have these agendas that now make games popular now. So in the case of Hi-Fi Rush, Here's a game no one knew it was coming out. Comes out of nowhere, surprises everyone, and people, oh, it's pretty good. Yeah, you wanna know why you think it's pretty good? Because you actually played it and you judged it for yourself instead of being a fucking, a dumbass who just believes what everyone tells you 2 weeks ahead of time. They need to stop with this fucking bullshit of, oh, every game comes out 2 weeks early for a select few, and they tell you what to think. You don't need to be told what to think anymore, especially with things like Game Pass. Let the game speak on its own merits. Enough with this bullshit, all right? So I'm happy that this happened. I haven't tried Hi-Fi Rush. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But I'm happy to hear that people are liking it on its own merits, and not because some fucking content creator got paid to shill it, or because some gaming media journalist told you it was a 10 out of 10 because it has a great narrative, when in reality it's just because it's pushing some fucking bullshit agenda that has nothing to do with the fucking game. Okay? Alright, another game that was announced during yesterday's Microsoft event, GoldenEye 007, yes, it is true. It comes out Friday. On Xbox Game Pass, it's coming out for Xbox consoles and PC, but it's only a single-player game, where it looks just kind of like the N64 version.
I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I've never played, obviously. I think I covered this before in the podcast. You'd think that they would have tried to have incorporated multiplayer, because that was the most fucking popular thing back in the fucking day. GoldenEye, fucking playing with your friends, 4-player. That would, yeah. Well, Heather says they are. So is it single player for now? Oh, Heather says at least on the Switch. So the Switch is getting multiplayer? Who knows? I just think it's a strange decision. It's a single player. Obviously, even as a single player game, it's a legendary fucking game. But the Switch has online apparently. Well, that's a huge fucking pull in for the Switch. If that's multiplayer Switch only, god damn then. That's a huge fucking, that could be a real fucking game changer for Switch if people buy into it. Obviously, it's a long time since GoldenEye first came out. Is the hype for it still there? Are people going to fucking want to bust out their Switches and just play these massive games online as long as who knows? So it's I'm interested to see how it does. I'm kind of curious. I haven't got a Switch myself, you know what I mean? But I know other people do. Raven has a fucking Switch, I can't wait to fucking see him play it and see how it plays.
With local play, if you buy the game on the Switch, now it actually has multiplayer. So excuse me, I said the Switch, didn't I? No, I did say this. Oh, never mind. I thought I said the Wii U, or the Wii. I said the Switch. Never mind. So yeah, if you buy it on the Switch, it has online multiplayer. But only if you buy it on the Switch. There's no online multiplayer if you buy it on Xbox. That's why I guess they're giving it away for Game Pass. Maybe they realize people won't buy it if there's no online multiplayer for it. I don't know. But the funny part about this is people were asking me would I play it. Well, do you want to see me play the single-player campaign of this game that looks like an N64 game and apparently will play like an N64 game?
Bill has a Switch. Correct. I'm certain he has a fucking Switch. I think most people would want to see him play online.
I don't know if it's going to be very entertaining. It's going to look like Duty, right? They didn't improve it at all. It's just kind of like a straight port to get it to run on modern consoles. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys would be interested in that or not. Okay, the other news...
I love how he didn't even fucking allude to the possibility of him getting the fucking game for multiplayer or for the Switch. Only Game Pass. The only amazing way to play this fucking game is if he's going to fucking play a single player on Game Pass. Jesus Christ, man, he's definitely not fucking going to buy the game for fucking multiplayer on Switch. That is not happening.
Redfall, that's right, it's that vampire game. I don't know what to call it. Is it a co-op game, maybe? That was supposed to come out already and got delayed. Has now been reissued, a new release date, May 2nd, 2023. Here's what they're saying about it. It has large, handcrafted, and detailed open worlds, lots of environmental storytelling, single-player or co-op, lots of optional side content, player skill trees, and customization gives different gameplay options. Most people are saying it doesn't look very good. I actually did not see the new footage of it, so I can't really speak to it. But honestly, it's probably not going to be too groundbreaking. It looks like it's kind of a rehash of a lot of other games combined into one with vampires, maybe instead of zombies. I'm just saying. I'll keep my eye on it. You guys let me know if you're interested in seeing me play it, but I'm not blown away by it. Let's put it that way. Last few things this studio has done, Deathloop, now Redfall, they're not really blowing me away. It's a shame because they used to make Dishonored, which was amazing, right? Okay. Continuing on. The next news story. Are you aware that Google is being sued by the government? They are. What the government is alleging is that Google, over the last decade, has essentially held down online advertising and made it so that there's absolutely no competition because Google controls the search engines. So,
Hi, Dale has informed me that you cannot actually buy GoldenEye. It's on the Switch Online expansion, which is like 30 or 40 bucks to play. And then if you don't renew it, you don't have it. that could be a game changer as well. If people, would it be worth spending that amount of money to keep playing it? It also depends what else is available on the expansion, the online expansion. But yeah, it should also, if it's a market for it, then cool. But yeah, and maybe it's Nintendo trying to push it too hard. It's one of those things where it could have got a lot of interest and popularity. But I mean, to be fair, the Nintendo Switch is quite popular anyway. But yeah, Lois is asking, is this on 1.5? It's on 1.25. So not quite 1.5, but it's on 1.25. Because I just can't endure Phil at normal speed. Ideal says that an online thing, that gets you NES, SNES, N64 and Sega games. Well, that's actually pretty fucking good then.
So because Google controls the search, they can control where you go to see results. They can control what advertisements you see on the internet. They've even alleged that Google went out of their way to purchase engines and other companies and assimilated them into their own formula to continuously make it so that you would only see Google ads. So basically, no matter where you go, 90% of the advertisements you see on the internet is Google ads. And everyone else who's trying to compete can't because Google bought the whole market. So now every angle they're trying, oh, let me get advertisements on my site. If it ain't Google ads, it doesn't even work. Or, you don't get any. So this is interesting. Because how many times have we been saying that Google is a crazy monopoly? Honestly. But now the government's finally getting around to it. And this is going to affect everything, by the way. Because people are like, well, how does this...
This actually could affect you, you dense motherfucker. Google on YouTube. So if the government beat fucking Google in this fucking sort of case, and it means they're fucking not as successful as they fucking used to be in terms of having their money, because obviously all this fucking advertisement... You were criticising YouTube for a fucking advertisement shit, and yet at the same fucking time, you've got fucking, Google basically dominating ad space because they fucking basically control all the ads on it, etc. It feels like, Jesus man, yeah. Imagine, why does Phil want Google to get their comeuppance when it could affect his bottom line? That's bizarre to me, although most of his money these days is primarily from the fans and not from YouTube.
I mean, if you realize this will affect everything, if the government's lawsuit goes through and they find that Google is guilty of basically having a stranglehold on online advertising, a monopoly essentially, and they limit it or break it up, what's going to happen is things are going to change, man. Like seriously, like YouTube, ads will change on YouTube. Ads will change on any website you go on. The whole internet may be a little different. How exactly? I don't know. But, we're at the precipice of YouTube Shorts about to get a huge push on YouTube with new advertisements attached to them. And that whole thing could be flipped on its head by then. There you go. Anyway, just an interesting news story. I'm trying to turbo through the news stories today. I already told you how people are saying the early reviews here for Dead Space Remake all say it's great, which is hilarious because basically it's the same as Dead Space 1 with better graphics and slightly tweaked story elements and a little bit of tweaked combat, and that's it. So basically, it's Dead Space 1 with a little bit better everything. And they're saying it's like 10 out of 10. It's like, well, did you play Dead Space 1? It's the same game. Yeah, Dead Space 1 was a great game back in 2008. So... The thing for me is like, if you're going to replay Dead Space, okay, and you're going to pay $70 for this game, you're telling me that I'm buying a new game, correct? This is not a $40 release.
What the fuck was he doing with his fucking... What the hell was that? I cannot ignore that. What the hell was that? Slow motion, this shit. You guys fucking see that shit? Hey, Silver Blind Man, did you see that?
For this game. You're telling me that I'm buying a new game. Correct.
What the fuck is... What the hell is he doing here? So, there's my thumbnail. Yeah, this is definitely my thumbnail. I'm definitely going to try and make this my fucking next thumbnail. What in the hell? Hold on, let's please be a good thumbnail. Please turn out good. Please, 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 baby Jeebus. All the gods in the sky, please make us be a good fucking thumbnail. Right, let me test it, Remove, the website, copy and paste it, please. Oh my god, it looks so weird. Phil with the oddle-shaped head and the fucking fake-ass alien skin. Jesus Christ, man. What the hell?
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Black Major. Super Chat says he is literally Edgar from Men in Black. That's what I was thinking as well. That's kind of the same thought process I had. Edgar from Men in Black. What in the hell? That's not even his ear, that's like his neck, isn't it? What is wrong with him? Sugar, sugar, water. More. It's just fucking mainly sugar in the water. It's like watching fucking Phil make his fucking sauce. That fucking sugar water scene, that's a fucking thing there for somebody. Someone creative can fucking pretend that the sugar water thing is like... Take Phil's fucking cooking video where he fucking pours 10 cups of fucking sugar into the sauce and just put on the fucking like audio from Men in Black where his guys want sugar water. He's like, more sugar. It's like, more sugar. More. Just fucking gets poured in. And then just fucking fucking guggling sounds. Okay, enough, okay. Let's get on with the fucking... Jesus Christ, man. So we got a fucking thumbnail sorted anyway. Fantastic. Let's get on with the fucking bingo. Still got a bingo to win here, guys.
Correct.
Oh shit, I forgot I was on 0.5 speed still. Right, 1.25 speed. And we'll just rewind it one more time and fucking enjoy it one more fucking time, because why the fuck not? Oh, should we go back?
Money,
Yes.
yeah. Money. Oh, money. Yeah. Money.
Thank you very much to VLX for a super chat. It says, like the scene in The Fly, where all the human parts are atrophied and fallen off to reveal the roach underneath. You're no fucking wrong, pal. You're no fucking wrong. Jesus Christ, man. One more time. 1.25 speed again, but here it is. Here's what initiated it for you, Phil. This is what started it for him.
So, the thing for me is like, if you're going to replay Dead Space, okay, and you're going to pay $70 for this game, you're telling me that I'm buying a new game, correct? This is not a $40 release. Oh, we tweaked Dead Space 1. Here it is with some modernizations.
What a fucking weird alien fucking creature. Lionel says, but oh, original Dead Space was a 9 or 10 out of 10, so it stands to reason a faithful remake with updated story game and visual elements would reflect that. How is that hard to grasp? I don't know how it's hard to grasp, but Phil is somehow fucking baffled with the notion that people are giving it a 10 out of 10. He wants to fucking see that fucking track record. Like, what did you give the first game? If you didn't give the first game a 10 out of 10 in this game, then you cannot give the fucking remake a 10 out of fucking 10. I think that's Phil's logic. I think Phil is somehow convinced that all these fucking new reviews of the game need to mirror the old reviews. I don't know.
They're claiming this is a new game. They're charging the price of a new game. I'm expecting a new game. Now, if I play Dead Space 1 and it plays exactly the same as the first game, by the end of that game, I'm going to be pissed off. And I'm going to say it ain't no 10 out of 10. I'm going to say it's a fucking 5 out of 10 because it's not worth $70. If it's the same fucking game, it's not worth it. That's a ripoff. That's, again... What's happened is we have a slippery slope now because you had companies such as Naughty Dog reselling The Last of Us 1 with slightly improved graphics, slightly tweaked gameplay elements, but the same voice actors, the same story, the same gameplay elements, the same everything, and they sold it for $70. And a bunch of suckers bought it. And now what's happened is this is now giving permission to the entirety of the games industry to keep doing this. That was your test case. And people went out and bought it in droves. So now what's going to happen? Every other company's going to do it. All right? Now, by the way, I love Dead Space 1. It's my personal favorite in the trilogy. I think it's an outstanding game. When I play Dead Space 1 Remake, if it is just Dead Space 1 with some modernizations, I'm probably going to love it. I'm not going to have complaints until I review it at the end, which I will tell you my honest thoughts. If this game does not innovate, change, or improve enough to warrant a $70 price tag, you're going to know it from me. Because I'm tired of these fucking companies ripping people off for these little re-releases. It just doesn't make any sense. They think they could sell the same game. It's just nuts. Let's see what happens. Okay, the final news story. Neil Druckmann was interviewed, and he outright said, number one, they are completely done at Naughty Dog with Uncharted. For some reason, people were shocked. They were like, what? You're done with Uncharted? Oh, well, that's unfortunate, but, you know, at least it has... Like, wait a minute, what? Yeah. Uncharted's been done for, like, forever. What are you talking about? They literally said Uncharted 4 was the last one, and they said there would be one more standalone DLC to kind of give an epilogue story to some of your favorite side characters, and that was it. Like, that's been in place for, like, 5 years. So when Neil Druckmann comes out and says, yeah, we're done with Uncharted, people are like, oh, no. What? Are you deaf? Are you stupid? Yeah, they said this 5 years ago. Of course, you got to keep in mind, Uncharted was one of the most controversial series and endings for Naughty Dog. That's when a ton of the game developers and writers from that team quit right mid-development. This is where a lot of drama happened for them. I bet they're happy to be moved on from Uncharted and be doing other stuff. Now, another interesting point.
Money, yeah. Money. Oh, money. Yeah. Money.
Thank you very much to Barrett Wells. So Super Chat says there's no staples easy button when it comes to bringing a game back from 15 years ago. Developers need money too, Phil. Very good fucking point. Look, from what I remember seeing, so I never played Dead Space. I've seen the gameplay before. I think we've all seen the gameplay before of Dead Space, even with Phil playing it. You know, hello, Drew. But yeah, it looks clear to me that a lot of effort went into remaking this game. Graphically, it looks so much fucking better. And also, you imagine the gameplay. I mean, I assume they kind of tweaked the mechanics as well in terms of like maybe some mechanics of the game when the actual gameplay itself is a bit smoother now for current consoles and current generation of console. So yeah, I mean, to me it looks like it's worth it, but for Phil it's like it's not a fucking brand new game, so no.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Black Metro Super Chat. It says, if he starts on about The Last of Us 2 again, I swear to God. Well, prepare yourself, cause it looks like he's about to fucking start on Neil Druckmann again. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Happy to be moved on from Uncharted and be doing other stuff. Now, another interesting point, Druckmann also said, well, if we don't determine to make a mainstream part 3 for Last of Us, we're just done with that too, and we're going to start making other new games too. Okay? Now, that might be a little bit more shocking, because Uncharted 2, The Last of Us 2 was an insanely good bestseller. Didn't nearly sell as big as they pretend. They pretended like it was a ginormous record-breaking game. It really wasn't. There's tons of games that sold better than it, but they, don't listen. That's their narrative. But anyway, it was a record-breaking game. Really, it was. It was amazing. It smashed all the records. It made them bajillions of dollars, of course. And, of course, now, with The Last of Us TV series out there, now doing super well for HBO, people are now buying The Last of Us Part 1 in droves to coincide with the show. It seems like The Last of Us is at the height of its popularity. Why in the holy hell would they not make a Part 3? Right? I would be flabbergasted if they did not make a Part 3. They would be stupid. They could literally have The Last of Us Part 3, and it would literally be Ellie and Abby sitting on toilets shitting. Just two ginormous dumps. And it would make them millions of dollars. So why would you not make that game? I mean, that's disgusting. It's absolutely revolting. But you might as well make your money, your free money, right? Okay. There you go. That's the game news. That was a lot of news to turbo through. I have to get to shout outs. We have Parasolo. Hold on a second, because it's not showing up in my feed. Parasolo re-upped his membership. And he said, Dead Space Heist. Thank you, Parasolo. I hope that my feed is working today, because that did not show up in my feed, and I'm wondering why. I hope it's working. Oh, God, please tell me that the animations are working. We're going to test it in a second, guys. I really hope the animations and everything are working. Actually, we're not. All my tips are below 420, so we don't have any animation. I'm going to do a test. Okay, everyone? This is not a real tip. I just want to give it a test. Are you ready? Here we go. Okay, the animations work. We had a crisis the other day where they stopped working. They're working. So no crisis averted. That was not a real tip. That was just a test. Okay? All right, let's get to quick shout-outs. Our first tip of the day is $2.50 from Misato Katsura. There's no way I'm putting your whole name. Right? This is ridiculous. It's like 14 letters or something. I'm going to say your name is Misato. Shit. Misato. Okay?
Money,
And so, Misato...
yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Dark to the Phil for the super chat, and he says only Phil can lie about the money he makes. Yeah, very good fucking point. Phil fucking having a go at all these fucking companies is like, oh, they were misleading with their fucking figures and how much money they actually fucking made from their fucking game. They weren't as successful they claimed to fucking be. Look who's fucking talking, Phil. Mr. 15-year content creator, and what have you achieved in 15 years on fucking YouTube? You fucking, in the space of like 10 years, you went from like 170,000 subscribers to 200,000 subscribers. You gained about 30,000 fucking subscribers in the space of 10 fucking years. Congratulations, Phil. Amazing fucking growth for somebody that's apparently so fucking experienced with doing YouTube shit. I still maintain that Phil Phil Burnell should be so much fucking better off on YouTube than he currently is. He should not be having to fucking beg his audience every single fucking day, but he does. This is what makes Phil a lol cow, because he had all the ingredients for fucking financial security and success. Phil's life could be so extravagantly different if he wasn't himself. This is who he is, and this is why he's a fucking lol cow. This is why I make fun of him, because he's a fucking moron when it comes to fucking handling finances, handling money, just handling his whole fucking life in general. I mean, just every single relationship Phil's ever had, fucking dead. The only one he's fucking got going right now, Cat, that's fucking not going to last too much fucking long either, probably. Jesus Christ, man. He fucking pretends his cat's his fucking son. He has no actual fucking friends anymore. The friends he did have, he fucking chased away because they tried to fucking monetize him. This is Phil's fucking miserable little life. He moved all the way to fucking Seattle in a gated community, doesn't fucking see anyone. The people he sees most regularly are DoorDash delivery drivers. That is who he is, and that's literally his closest friendship. You probably see a lot of fucking familiar faces when he's fucking ordering DoorDash. It's the same driver as before. And Phil's like, I've seen my friend today. No, he was fucking doing his job and delivering you your fucking food again. For like the fucking 6th day in a goddamn row. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, yeah. Cheers for that, cheers for such a Darks to the Phil. And thank you very much as well for the wee nice message earlier on. In case you guys didn't know, Darks sent me a wee nice Twitter message earlier on, basically being all wholesome and stuff as well. Yeah. Give Darksy some love in this shit. So Darksy does some streams sometimes as well with his art stuff, you know what I mean? So show some support to him if you're not subscribed to him already. Good guy.
Misato. Okay? And so, Misato, god damn it. Misato with the $2.50 tip, thank you for that. Says, would I do boxing like KSI and Logan Paul? No. Okay, thank you for your tip. Next question.
I'm sorry, but as soon as Phil talked about fucking boxing, I need to, I've really got Pixar's channel up here, hold on. I have to do it. It's a classic, yeah, it's a classic, we got it.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying out Dragon Quest Builders 2. Now, I never played the first one. Wonderbob has done a 100-bit cheer to become the cheerleader for tonight. Thank you, Wonderbob! Let's get him up on the leaderboard. And so he's rescued Dragon Quest Builders, the builders of the world. Dorky cheers. So would you rather fight Mike Tyson or replay all Crash Team Racing with the Guitar Hero controller? If I fought Mike Tyson, I probably could be faster than him. I would think, because he's pretty old and he probably can't move very well anymore. So maybe I could get around him and have to like hit him in the legs or something. But Crash Team Racing, I think, would be pretty unplayable with a guitar controller. So I'd probably fight Mike Tyson. Plus, it would be pretty fun. I think it would be a lot more fun to say to someone, did you know I fought Mike Tyson versus, did you know I'm an idiot who played Crash Team Racing with a fucking Guitar Hero controller? You know what I mean? Alright, Dorky says, thanks for the answer. I'll tweet Mike and set this bout up. There you go. I care about nothing in life. Me. 3 human pieces of shit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my Banjo-Tooie playthrough. Jack Nicholson's Joker, who was Jack Napier, was the name of the character. That was his catchphrase in the movie. And that is actually how Batman realized who the Joker was. Literally no one in the stream chat is talking about the game right now or talking to me. You know, so I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing because, you know, people aren't paying any attention. Great. I hope I'm doing the right thing here. People instead are talking about dumb shit like Mike Tyson or something. I have no idea what they're talking about. Hey guys, I'm playing a game. Hello? Anyone on the stream actually watching? Instead of talking about dumb shit, you know I'm here, right? I'm playing a game. It's the point of the stream, kind of. In reality, the whole Mike Tyson thing is in stupidity from a bunch of brain-dead idiots. I think it was like a year ago. Some person randomly on a stream asked me about, what do you think about Mike Tyson? Could you fight him? And I was like, I wouldn't fight anyone. But, you know, the talk is so ridiculous. I don't know anything about Mike Tyson, but he's probably pretty old right now. And chances are I couldn't fight him, but I could probably, like, outrun him, right? Like, that's what I said. The idiots took that to, oh, Phil can beat Mike Tyson in a fight and he said so on stream. Of course, guess what idiots it was? Detractor morons who just say stupid shit like that. So for you to perpetuate that on my stream means that you're perpetuating detractor content and you're breaking the rules. So literally anyone who says stupid shit like that is breaking the rules and you could easily be banned right now. So would you like me to do that is the question. Or would you like to not be a bunch of fucking morons and talk about dumb shit on my stream? So that's your choice. Would you like to be banned for stupid shit? Or can we talk about the game and focus on the game now? Because it's your choice. What do you think? All right, one person just asked to be banned. There you go. All right, so you're out of here. Who's next?
And then also a side salad, which was like lettuce, tomato.
Here we go. Ding, ding. This is a brilliant animation.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this special exhibition match brought to you by DoorDash and Tanqueray Gin. And now, fighting in the red corner, weighing in at 240 pounds, wearing solid black trunks, we have the former multiple world champion with 50 wins, 44 by knockout, one of the greatest heavyweight boxers of our time, Iron Mike Tyson. And in the yellow corner, weighing in at 200 pounds, wearing pistain jammies, we have the current mobile phone WWE champion, dubbed the open wallet by his peers with thousands of imaginary wins, the Renton recluse himself, Philip Peg Roach Burnett.
I'm exhausted. What doesn't happen is that you where am I? Who am I? I'm in a hospital. Leanna.
I'm being a nurse.
Help!
So yeah, I can't believe some of you guys have never fucking seen that before. Guys, you need to subscribe to, if you've not subscribed to Pixar Animations, you really need to, man. Here's a fucking link to his fucking channel. Subscribe to him. If you've not subscribed to him yet, subscribe to him, man. He's got great fucking animations. It's not just a fucking, you know, the notorious PIG video I play at the end of every single stream. He does so much more than that. And it's getting better and better. Every single one he does is getting better and better and better as he hones his craft. Just big shout out to Pixar Animations, man. But yeah, because Phil's talking about boxing, I literally just had to fucking view that. I'm sorry for wasting 6 minutes of your time if I bored you guys. I hope it wouldn't bore you because it was a very fucking funny skit that he did. But I thought it was worth a detour in my opinion. So just a reminder, what led to that?
Misato, god damn it. Misato with the $2.50 tip, thank you for that. Says, would I do boxing like KSI and Logan Paul? No. Okay, thank you for your tip. Next question. Or next tip, I should say. Gamer Guys tipped me $1. He said, the Dead Space remake is completely seamless. No more tram segments to make you to different sub-levels of the Ishimura. The player is free to explore the entire ship, much like the mansion in Resident Evil 1. You're not locked out of areas by progressing the story. Interesting. That's kind of interesting. They made it all seamlessly connected rather than having to go level to level. That might be an interesting difference. Especially if they change the puzzles in the order to do stuff. So now you're going to doing things in different orders and stuff. That actually might be quite neat. Okay, fair enough. That actually gets me a little bit more interested in the game tomorrow. Cool. Not to say that I'm not interested. I'm very interested because I love Dead Space 1. But okay, thank you, Gamer Guy. I got another $1 tip here. Rick and Morty, the camera is on edition. There you go. I don't know what that means. The camera was on the whole time? Did Justin Roiland get caught with the camera on? Like I did? Is that what you're saying? It's a little confusing. But thank you for the tip. Let's see here. Got a $1 tip. Snow Carl says, I know you consider yourself one kind of a streamer. If you had to compare yourself for one streamer or name one who are the most similar to, who would you name? No one. No one is like me. I'm a unique anomaly among streamers. There is no one like Phil. For better or worse, because you might say that's a good thing because Phil sucks ass and I hate him. And other people might be like, well, I like Phil. I'm glad that he's an individual. I don't think that there's anyone like me. So there you go. I received a $1 tip. Bond N64 007 GoldenEye comes out tomorrow on Game Pass if you're interested in playing it. Thank you. We already talked about it. I already told you guys, if you really wanted to see me do the single player campaign at some point, I would consider it. I'm not going to be in a rush to do it. I don't know why you would want to, considering it's basically the terrible same graphics from N64, and it's going to be a game that has a lot of outdated stuff. I don't know how entertaining that would be. I never played Bond on the N64. It will be a first-time playthrough for me. I received a $1 tip. Someone insulting my physical appearance, so I'm just going to ignore them.
Hooray! He ignored a troll tip. This thing is the first time I've actually managed to tick that. We are 3 away from a full house. Ironically, we've not had a bingo yet because we denied it because it's the way that it's been ticked off. We have a literal, we have a diagonal line of things that are still to be done. But it could happen. Phil needs to say all 3 of these things. All 3 of these things need to be said for us to get our bingo. But there we fucking go. 6 down, 3 to go. Fingers crossed.
I got another $1 tip from Snow Carl. In recent months, a lot of the member goals have been hit by sub bombs. Do you think it might actually harm you to keep the goal as high in the sense that people otherwise tip instead of choose memberships? No. If you didn't notice, I have no tolerance for nonsense this morning because we have to get to Ask the King, so I'm not going to sit here for an hour answering dumb questions. Thank you for the $1 tip, Snow
What do you
Carl.
mean fucking nonsense? You fucking set the members goal way too fucking high. When you set the members goal that fucking high, you're relying on somebody to fucking gift massively every single fucking time. So you're going to fucking lose a whole bunch of fucking members every fucking month, and you're also fucking hoping to gain a whole bunch of fucking members every single fucking month. So basically your growth is not fucking doing that fucking well. Like, Phil has his current members goal at 525. To me, I think that's a bit unreasonable. That's tier 2. He wants an extra fucking 50 subs for tier 2. No, it wasn't enough. He wanted 100 extra fucking subs between where he fucking started off and where he's at now. Jesus fucking Christ, Phil, you're such a greedy cunt. Phil's growth, he always fucking wants and demands too much, too soon. He wants that immediate 400 extra fucking dollars from 100 members. And if he doesn't have it, then yeah, it's just something wrong with the goal, it's something wrong with the audience. It's a bad idea to have that as a fucking goal or something, fuck off.
The answer is no. Okay, got another tip from Gamer Guy. More games need to be released with no advertisement, just like Hi-Fi Rush. Review copies are only given to those who normally kiss ass and worship the ground the devs work on, and it's bullshit. Walk on, and it's bullshit. Actually, I don't believe that. I believe that there is an unspoken agreement between people who get these copies early and these companies. And the agreement is as follows, all right? Basically, this is a company that has a lot of clout, a company that has a lot of, how can I say? A company that seems as being forward-moving, innovative, progressive, in many different ways. It doesn't even have to be, a leftist political movement or anything like that. It could literally be other things as well. But I just basically see a lot of games get, like, easy mode treatment. And it's like, what did this company do to deserve such, like, a light touch glove treatment while another game comes out and gets smashed in the fucking paste, right? You'll see a review of one game come out, and they'll be like, yeah, this could be better, this could be better, this could be better, but it's a 9 out of 10. And you see another game come out, and they say, well, this could be better, this could be better, this could be better, 5 out of 10. And you look at the two reviews side by side, and you're like, I don't even get it. It doesn't seem to make sense. There definitely is something going on in games media, this unspoken arrangement, where they're trying to make certain games better than others. They're trying to get people to buy certain kinds of games. And again, I don't necessarily think it's even political. I think there's something to do with certain companies, you know, that are, you know, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be something. It doesn't make, again, Deathloop was the breaking point for me. There was absolutely nothing in Deathloop in the entirety of the game that says this is a 10 out of 10 game. It's not a bad game. I would argue it's a perfectly good 7 or 8. There's no fucking way you could say that game is a 10. It had a lot of game bugs. It reused a ton of gameplay elements from all the other games that studio had made and did not innovate much. The one innovative thing about that game was the time loop. That was it. And the story was shit. The story ended poorly. So how can you say it's a 10 out of 10? Something's going on. And I'm sorry, it was such a glaring problem. And so many people bought the game because the review said 10 out of 10 and then said, what the hell did I buy? I got lied to, you know? Things got to change in the game industry. And when a game comes out like this Hi-Fi, what's it called? Hi-Fi Y? I don't know what it's called. Hi-Fi something. No advertisement, no budget, no, it had a budget, but no advertisement, no marketing, just drop it. And everyone plays it at once. Oh, it's really good. Well, yeah, that's what we should be doing every time. You realize that, right? We now have instant feedback through live streams and on-demand videos and content creators that have absolutely no vestment in saying a game is bad or good.
Well, okay, counterpoint. How would you know what to play? if nobody got any games early, if nobody had any fucking idea a game was coming out until it got released right then and there, how would you fucking know what to play for your fucking audience if no one's fucking played the game before you yet to fucking tell you if it's good or not? It would mean you would have to take a big fucking gamble on what to fucking play. There's all these games that are out, I'm not sure what's good or bad. I've seen no reviews because thanks to fucking my dumbass fucking desires, I had that fucking, there's no more reviews anymore for games early. So if I would either have to fucking wait for every single other fucker to play these fucking games for him to then jump on a fucking bandwagon and go with what everyone else is fucking saying is a good fucking game, or he would have to fucking gamble himself on fucking, you know, playing it at the same fucking time as everyone else, hoping it's a fucking hit. It's just so fucking dumb, Phil. Your argument's so fucking broken and flawed. Because you would not fucking want to do that, Phil. You'd have fucking no clue what would be a good fucking game or not. You'd be so fucking lost. Hey, Stream Chat, help me right now, guys. I'm going to make a poll. You guys decide for me what's going to be the most successful game for me to play. And if you guys fucking pick the wrong thing, then by God, I'm going to blame you every single fucking day. It's up to you guys to make sure you pick a fucking game that's going to make me some good money.
There's no investment. If this game does well, does the fucking YouTuber care? If the game tanks, does the YouTuber care? No. So that's who we should be believing. Not these fucking companies that obviously have some kind of vested interest in a game doing well or not. And I've had enough of the bullshit of people being so gullible. Yes, every game should be like Hi-Fi. Why? Hi-Fi Rush it's called? Okay. Every game should be like Hi-Fi Rush. There should be no early reviews. It comes out, you gotta wait. If you're on the fence about a game, you're not sold on buying it, don't fucking buy it. Have some self-control, you know, like a normal fucking human. Wait a day or two, wait for people like me. I'm not saying me in every case because I don't play a lot of games. I'm saying there's so many content creators out there playing every kind of game. Wait for someone you trust to play the game, listen to their opinion, and then judge for yourself. You don't have to listen to one of these companies that are writing some kind of a crazy benefit from saying a game is good or bad. They're shit now. IGN, Game Informer, GameSpot. Yes, all these gaming journalists, fucking Kotaku and shit. Fuck them. No one cares about. Why the fuck cares about what they say? They're journalists. They're not gamers. There's a big distinct difference. You haven't noticed in the last 5 years between journalists and real gamers? Holy shit. You need your eyes open.
Oh, you're not a real fucking gamer. You're doing this for your fucking job, it's your fucking profession. You're playing games to try and fucking earn a living. You don't fucking play games in your spare fucking time. You don't play games for fucking fun. Yeah, you stopped having fun playing games a long fucking time ago. And for you, the only way a game can be fun these days is when you're fucking making a lot of money in it. Let's take Warzone. Phil hates Warzone. Phil hates the whole concept of fucking Warzone. He hates battle royales. He hates the fucking whole notion of the fucking game. He can't stand the fucking game. And yet he plays it. And he keeps playing it. Because of money. You fucking tell Phil right now, you want to play Warzone on your day off, if you have time, he would fucking tell you to fuck off. He's not going to fucking waste his time playing that fucking game his day off, why would he? You think he enjoys that fucking game? Fuck off. Prophet says, Phil's review, graphics are amazing, forces performance mode, no AA, no HDR, AA, I guess anti-aliasing, no HDR, no VRR, no 4K, no ray tracing, has color space set to limited instead of full. Yeah, Phil, that's what I'm saying, remember, keep in mind, Phil's television has pretty much most of the settings butchered to try and make it as smooth a performance as possible. Phil doesn't want all the fucking fancy bells and whistles of his TV to fucking capitalise. Nah, he's like, nah, I just want to fucking remove this thing, remove that thing, remove that thing. I want it to run as smoothly as fucking possible. Dumb motherfucker.
Alright, one more tip, and then a couple YouTube shoutouts, and then we can actually get to Ask the King. Will I play Resident Evil 1 Revelations sometime? Asks Jill. Maybe. I already have. I already did a full playthrough of it when it came out. On consoles years ago. I loved it. My viewership didn't like it as much. I thought you would like it more, but people didn't like it as much. I guess because it really was a limited game at what it was. I enjoyed it though. Okay, on the YouTube side of stuff, Salt Squad did a super chat talking about some negative shit made about me. I don't care. Crest Fallen did a super chat and said, are you ever going to stop snorting so much? If my postnasal drip magically cured itself and I never had it dripping down the back of my throat to the point where it hindered my my talking or my breathing, I would immediately stop snorting. Like that moment that it stopped dripping, I would stop snorting. It's literally cause and effect. I don't want to do it. It's just...
I'm sorry, I know for a fact Meerkat's gonna have a fucking field day with those fucking lines. Meerkat is gonna fucking have so much fucking fun with those fucking lines right there.
Had it dripping down the back of my throat to the point where it hindered my my talking or my breathing, I would immediately stop snorting. Like that moment that it stopped dripping, I would stop snorting. It's literally cause and effect. I don't want to do it. It's disgusting. It sounds disgusting. But if I don't do it, I will cough because I have postnasal drip that pours down the back of my throat. Particularly today, it's not that bad at all, actually. I think what it's been is the weather. You know, the certain type of weather kind of makes it not as bad. So it's actually been pretty good. And I haven't had it as a big issue. Come spring, here comes Niagara Falls again down the back of my throat, and we just got to deal with it. It sucks. I got to deal with it. You got to deal with it. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. I can't fix it. I've tried. You know, medicine doesn't work. There's nothing you can do about it. It's something I got to deal with for the rest of my life. I don't like it. Bringing it up, essentially at this point, has become bullying and teasing. It's not right that people got to bring up the medical issue that I have. It's fucked up, actually. So deal with it or move.
Oh my fucking god. Apparently mention it is bullying. Why can Phil not mute the goddamn microphone anytime I have to fucking do it? Anytime I need to fucking clear my throat, or sneeze or whatever, or cough, I mute the microphone. It's a very simple button press for me. In fact, I sometimes forget to unmute. As you guys know, sometimes when I've been talking to myself and fucking chats like, I can't hear you, and I fucking hold my head in my hands because I'm a dumb motherfucker because I forgot to unmute myself. You get what I'm saying though? It's very easy for me to fucking mute myself when I need to fucking mute myself. It's one button press for me. And Phil's like, I can't do that. I'm too busy talking to my stream. I'm too busy in full flow with this fucking diatribe of fucking nonsensical bullshit I'm spamming for 90 minutes to fucking fill out the fucking time before I play a game poorly, or in this case, fucking do Ask the King. Mick Bernstein says, medicine doesn't work, yet he stops snorting for the entire bankruptcy call and every review on KO Gaming. To be fair, the bankruptcy call, we don't know if Phil like held the phone away from his fucking mouth for some pish, who knows. A better example could be the fucking sponsored Twitch stream. When Phil was back on Twitch, he had a sponsored game where the audience were able to actually fucking participate. The audience could fucking impact Phil's surroundings in his fucking game that he played on Twitch, and he played that game for like 2 hours straight, and not one single snort was heard from him. Not one singular snort escaped that man's fucking body. I feel like he can somewhat turn it on and off at times. He doesn't fucking want to fucking take medication for it sometimes. Maybe the medication has a side effect on him, so he doesn't take it unless he absolutely fucking has to.
Move on. I don't know what else to say. Something that I can't do. It's like, Phil, I really like your content, but let me just tell you something. I hate your face. Like, your face is so obnoxiously offensive to me. Could you just not have a face? I'm like, well, you know, I was kind of born with this face. There's not much I can really... If I cover my face, you can't hear me talk, so therefore my streams aren't as good. Yeah, it's the same thing. You're literally saying the same thing. You're bullying me for a medical issue. So if you have issue with my snorting, please fuck off and don't come back, because I don't need you here. Okay, and then Corporate Spaghetti did a super chat. Now I sound like Frost. Corporate Spaghetti did a super chat. Say, hey, Phil, didn't you play Bond on the N64? No, you didn't play Bond on the N64. You did play The Perfect Dark. No, I did not. I really wish the sequels didn't suck. But the N64 version rocked. No, Perfect Dark, I played... There was the 360 version, and I did actually check that out when it was redone or something. It was like re-released at some point, I want to say. And I remember trying to check it out, and I never beat it because you guys didn't like it, so I never finished it. I think I played a few sessions of it, and that was it. We dropped it. The original Perfect Dark, I don't think I ever played. So, okay. Now we got a $4.50 tip from Gamer Guy. Believe me when I say Hi-Fi Rush is something you would definitely enjoy. I played it myself. There's amazing graphics, classic platforming, good entertaining combat, and great combos. I'm even laughed a few times from it, nostalgic in a way, because it reminds me of the old days of classic platformers and beat 'em up. Well, you didn't tip 420 because that's the closest I'm going to give you a 420 animation. Anyway, Gamer Guy, you're the top tipper now. Thank you for that. All right. Fair enough. And again, it kind of, I hate to say it, but it does kind of suck when stuff like this happens because a game comes out of nowhere. You know, I jam-packed my schedule thinking there's no games out, but Dead Space, next thing you know now, games are coming out of nowhere. Like, ah, shit. I guess we'll see what happens this week. Maybe check it out. Maybe I don't. Maybe it's the next game I play. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you. No, wait. What is this? I received a giant tip. What is going on? I received a $41 tip from Opposite George. Who is Opposite George? Wow. $41. So that is going to be a $30 tip animation? Wait, I don't have... Oh, there it is. A $30 tip animation from Opposite George. Thank you, Opposite George. So that gets us up to $54 in tips. However, I do have a negative thing I have to say. We can't do Gunner glasses for this stream. You know why, right? Because I now have a ring light. And as you know, when I wear the Gunner glasses, just for the sake of argument, I want to show you what I mean. All right? If I wear these Gunner glasses, it's going to be so annoying for this stream. You ready for this? Do you really want to see 2 insanely bright light rings the entire 3 hours of Ask the King today? See how annoying this is? So, yeah, sadly, you know, for vlog shows like this, these don't work. For gameplay, there's absolutely no reason to not wear the gunner glasses.
Yeah. Money. Oh, money. Yeah. Money.
Thank you very much to Blackmate for super chat there. Says worst acting since Officer Nasty took the stage. Who the hell's Officer Nasty? But thank you very much. I'll pretending to like mean what he said. It's just you can kind of tell visual text, but none of the things he says and does. It's like, aye, right, good one. Fucking stop lying.
Log shows like this, these don't work. For gameplay, there's absolutely no reason to not wear the gunner glasses. In fact, they help me with the gameplay. But when it comes to this kind of stuff, it ain't gonna work. So I apologize for that. You know, there's really not much we could do about it. Because of the reflectiveness of glasses with this new ring light. Okay. What I will say is we're already gonna have a hat. Once Ask the King starts, we already have the cowboy hat. But if we do hit the $100 tips goal, we'll do a vest. Okay. So we're gonna kind of jump a whole goal here today. Okay. And we're gonna go right into the next one because of, you know, the show being a little different. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. All right, guys. We already went late. We got to end the show. We went late by 20 minutes. I was trying to end by 1. It's 1:20 already. Thank you all for watching the Level 1 podcast, the abridged version. We covered as much as we possibly could today. We got to get into Ask the King. So thank you so very much for watching. Thank you for supporting the show. And by the way, I really hope that you guys are ready for some football because it's right around the corner. It'll take a minute. I got to switch. Okay, guys. I need to set up Ask the King. It'll only take a minute. I got to switch around some of these borders and everything. So please bear with me. Here, we got to get rid of this border. And I got to find the Ask the King. There we go. Perfect. And I do need to resize the webcam for this show. I'm actually going to change the lighting for Ask the King. I am. Watch this. You ready? Look at that. We have never used this light before. This is supposed to be yellow, but on the camera, it kind of looks like a white backlight. And it actually matches the border for Ask the King. So we actually have Ask the King lighting for this, which is pretty cool. Huh? Hold on, we're not done. We got the Ask the King logo I got to put at the top. There we go. And pop-up should still be working. Like, everything should still work now. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I need to put in place for the show. I think we're good. So, give me a second. I just got to grab the hat, and we're going to get started. All right, let me mute the mic, get the setup going, and we'll finish. We'll get started. Here we go.
Why are you laughing? Oh, so hilarious that this guy has stuff financially tight. I literally can't afford stuff on Tuesday on my day off, and you're gonna laugh? Oh, it's funny. When you can't go and do something with your family on your day off, you're one day off for the week when you're working.
That might be the end of the bloody thing. Let me just fast forward this crap and see if he has any more random...
You know what, guys, before we start, one final tip came in super late, and it has nothing to do with Ask the King, so I want to shout it out now. It's a $1 tip from Bond, and they said, to unlock 2 bonus story missions in N64 GoldenEye, you have to beat every level on hard. All right, I don't know what that has to do. That's what I mean. Like, what does it have to do with anything? Thank you for the $1 tip. Let's add that to the leaderboard. But that's neither here nor there. I just want to get that out of the way so I don't have to shout that out on Ask the King. Okay. Okay, we're going to start in a second.
So I think he's just going to wait for it, like, to play his dumbass wee animation, and then that'll be the end of the podcast essentially, and that'll be his start of his never crap. I'll just see actually. Because we're behind, we can fast forward.
Oh.
So, what's happening?
Oh, no. Oh, we're missing something. Hold on.
Okay, he's screwed up.
I think we're missing something. Yeah. Well, I gotta fix that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ask the King.
He's not even going to try and fix it, he's just going to get on. Okay, that's it. So, sadly, we couldn't get a wee full house. It's 6 out of 9 altogether because it's a shorter one. Because he started late and had a shorter-ish podcast. So, 6 out of 9, not too bad, but sadly, wasn't the full thing. So, that's him just getting into his normal crap now. Let's see how he's doing if we go live.
I decided I'm gonna focus in on a certain
96 dollars. So he's almost got $100 already for Dane Hee-Haw. So there you go. Anyway, I'm just going to wrap things up there, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. I do appreciate it. And thanks for keeping writing the card. Thanks for the contributions as well. Super chats, tips, I do appreciate it. And I'll be back tomorrow for some more bingo stuff. But I won't be here Saturday. I won't be doing bingo Saturday, just a wee heads up. And so yeah, just to let you know, but I'll be here tomorrow probably to do the show. But guys, we're going to end things how we always end things by playing Pixar Animations, brilliant wee video, notorious PIG contributions, and yeah, Thank you guys once again for joining me. I do appreciate it, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Thursday, however you want to spend it, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Until then, have a good one, guys. Peace out.
Payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money, when you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that, in an instant, fucking gone.